not easy, but we will fight.
Hi everyone, so yeah, this is where it's all about to happen. We're at D-Day. In about half an hour after the parade, there's going to be about 100 pairs of anglers coming in here from around 25 different countries. I think they're all as nervous as me, but they'll be coming up here, drawing the peg, and then they'll be off back to Bivy City to pack away, ready to get to the swims first thing in the morning. So enjoy the parade, and we'll find exactly where Team Dynamite and Shimano end up on the lake, and we'll be along and keeping in touch with all of them this week.
Great pleasure to be here at Lake Bolsena in this incredible setting with you all here today to conduct the opening ceremony of the World Carp Classic 2014. Many of you have travelled great distances to be here, and we have many people from all over the world that are following this event. So to you all, and those that are watching, thank you all very much. This event is an event that is a fair play event. It is a World Carp Classic. That means something. It's special.
So you got the paper, are you happy?
Yeah, we're very happy.
Okay, where is it?
Shimano 51.
Okay, so near where you were last year?
Yeah, that's for sure.
Fantastic. Tell me what you got. 18. 18, exception?
They're the girls almost.
They're the girls, okay. So you're happy?
Yes.
Okay, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you. The section now we're just going to watch and we will see what happens. It will be not easy, but we will fight.
good, yeah?
I think it's good.
Better than last year. Good morning, we're on day one. I'm here with Nick, who's normally on the other side of the camera, and we've just been chatting about the anglers and the swims where they've drawn. Some mixed reactions, but we thought we'd just talk about it this morning and make some plans to go and see them over the course of the next few days. So Nick, what do you think then? We've got a bit of a mixed lot really, I think.
Yeah, I suppose it's match fishing at the end of the day, isn't it? It is the total luck of the draw. My only thing that I'm thinking this morning is, and looking at the weather forecast, it's meant to be flat calm all week pretty much until Thursday, which might mean that there's less fish overall caught.
Yeah.
But I think it will make it a far more even match.
Yeah.
Because like it is anywhere in the UK or around the world, if you're on a windward bank, especially that's coming 12 miles across, they're proper waves. Obviously you are in prime position and the people on the back of the window are virtually in dead water. But when it's like this, it's flat calm out there. We've seen, 5 or 6 big shows this morning.
I think you're right. I think it is going to be a bit more evenly spread than last year because we've not seen any real wind of any note on this bank at all this year, whereas last year it was proper strong and going around. But like you say, plenty of fish crashing around the last 2 or 3 days in this area, so it could be good. So looking at our anglers then, first of all, Christoph and his team. He wasn't overly happy, I don't think, when he came through last night, but it's not a bad area down on the CC Moor stretch.
Yeah, so let's show everyone the map. So this is obviously a rough shape of the lake. We'll give a bit of a zoom in after so you can see exactly where we're talking about. But currently we're sitting up here in the northeast corner. This is Bolsena. What you can see behind us, if it is clear enough, is Capodimonte, which is sort of this area here. And then you've got Marta down here, where Rob Tuff and Lee Jackson came second from. And the girls who won last year
on this area there
were on there. There's a bit more of a pronounced point in real life.
Yep.
And they were sort of on the edge of the point. So when we show you
this year we've got a couple of anglers very close to where they were last year. We've got Andre Peters' team in Shimano section 58, so they were very, very happy with their draw, I think, in that section.
So each section is sponsored by someone, so you'll hear us refer to it as Pescalis or Shimano section or Dynamite section. So this is the Shimano section where the girls won from last year, and this is where Andre is, and we've got some other pairs in there as well which we'll talk through. But if we start from the top, and as you started with Christoph, we can show people where they are. So this is the CC Moor section down here in red. Christoph, I believe, is about halfway in the middle, isn't he?
Yep, I think so.
As is our Italian team, or the Dynamite Italian team, Riccardo and Daniele.
They're literally next two pegs away, aren't they? Next door but one.
Yeah. So that's more of a beach area. There's a fair bit of weed at sort of 300 yards off the front of that, if it's the same as last year. And last year we actually saw them come. You got to run. Next set got to run. Next team got to run. They sort of worked their way down that beach, didn't they? So I suppose people like Christoph, as good as they are, might be able to keep them
on that spot. Yeah, that's what he'll be trying to do, I think.
Yeah.
And then the next pair we've got is Frank and Angel and Mathis from Spain and Germany. They're up in the Ray Marine section, probably just to the right of Bivy City. We think, don't we, looking at the map, because I know the pegging's changed a little bit from there, but we'll go and make our way down to them.
Which is basically that way.
Yeah.
Not a million miles away, maybe sort of a mile further down that way, mile and a half. And
I think it's fair to say that'll be a tough section.
Yeah, that'll be a tough section, but if the wind does what it's supposed to do towards the end of the week, they might well have a really strong finish in that area.
Yeah.
But it really does need the wind. I don't think it's a place they naturally spend a lot of their time, the fish. So.
Okay, next up we have Pete Cuppins and Davey Gobers and Ricky Rusin in the Toslon section. I don't know if I said that right, but Swim 18, so they're up here.
Yep, so that's the top northwest corner of the lake.
That's an area I don't know very well, actually. Didn't get to see it very well last year.
No, I think it did do a couple of early fish last year. I think their first couple of fish from the tournament were caught in this area.
Yeah. The Italians were both up that section, but towards the back end of it, I believe.
Yeah. So again, that is, I think this is regarded as more of a big fish area than it is a numbers area.
Yeah.
So obviously there's big prizes for the big fish as well. So there's a very good chance that they'll be looking and shouting for that one.
But again, we'll go and see them throughout the course of the week and we'll see how they're doing. Next up we've got Marcus Rosenberger from Austria and Daniel and Christian, and they're actually drawn Dynamite section, so down towards Capodimonte area. Well, not quite as far down as that, but over on the far side, and they are peg 40.
So yeah, so that's basically straight behind us, pretty much as the crow flies.
Not a bad section.
Not a bad section, no. When the wind turns, obviously that's a lot of windward bank that side, and it does fish all the way along. Obviously there are favoured areas around the marina in Capodimonte and stuff, which is, if you watch the live stream a few years ago, is where we fished. But that's not the end of the world to be drawn there. I wouldn't be too disappointed with that one.
And strangely enough, the draw gave out Konts and Zebu from Romania, the web competition winners, in peg 41 on Dynamite, so they're next door. So,
right, so
we won't have too far to go to see those guys.
Yeah, so same applies for them. Not the end of the world, that area.
No, first time they fished it, and yeah, it'd be good to see how they do this year. Riccardo and Daniele, the Italians we've talked about, down with Christoph in the corner.
Obviously home favourites, fantastic anglers in their own right as well, and they know the lake.
Yeah.
Fished it a fair bit and caught some huge fish out of here. Riccardo was the one that caught the 50-pounder on the live stream. Down there, or was it on the beach this side? Yeah,
this side, just down there.
Yeah, on a Sweet Tiger pop-up.
Yep.
One of the new washed out jobbies, which they seem to love.
And he'll be up for it, definitely.
Yeah, they're keen as mustard. Their runner is a proper worker as well, so if they've got a chance of fish, then they'll definitely make the most of it.
Okay. Next up we've got the champions, Lisette and Bianca, and they've drawn Shimano section peg 51. So
that's the same section they won from last year.
Not very far from where they were last year at all.
They don't have as much water, obviously, because they're not in the peg, but you know they're definitely in the zone. They won't be too disappointed with that.
And they'll be able to meet Andre for tea every day.
And one of their team leaders is around the corner from Shimano.
It's funny actually, did you notice the peg that was drawn first yesterday was the winner's peg?
Yeah,
that was
crazy.
the very first
What's
peg.
the odds of that?
Yeah, unbelievable. Okay, next up, fishing for Shimano Dynamite is Jan Ulak and Pierre and Ralph from Germany. And they were not happy at all, I don't think. They were on Toslon peg 15. So right back up in other side of Bivy City again.
Yeah, as I say, this area here is totally dependent on the weather.
Yeah.
If I mean, saying that though, I've never been here and seen it this flat calm.
No.
So maybe they're there already.
Yeah.
Maybe maybe the wind won't affect them and they'll just literally really active all week.
Again, I mean, we've got three pairs on that section, so I'm hoping it is going to be an okay section. But otherwise, that's 3 pairs maybe out of the competition if the wind's not going that way.
Yeah, it's again, I really don't know. There could be a load of weed up there this year that no one's really realised yet. It could be holding a load of fish. The wind might not move them out. One's just rolled behind you as I speak.
Okay.
Only about 80 yards off the bank.
Yeah.
So yeah, you don't know. It's on a lake like this. The fish are so active because it's so warm all year. They could be anywhere.
Okay, and also on that section is the Dutch pair that qualified through the qualifiers. Carmel Dreas, apologies if I've not got your name right, but he's also on Toslon section 23. So yeah, 3 pairs up there. Andre, I think we've already discussed, down in Shimano 58, next 5 or 6 swims away from Lisette and Bianca. And that pretty much takes us to all of our pairs. Oh, we've got the UK guys who won the UK qualifier on peg 70 in Carp Ruz. So very close to Capodimonte Harbour. Very good to swim.
Very good area. Probably the best swim out of all of ours for potential if that wind does what it's supposed to do. So.
And that's all our pairs. So
that concludes the draw for today.
Yeah, as they say. So over the course of the week, we'll be going around and paying them all a visit and putting some questions to them and showing you the rigs. And I think it's important to say that this year we're going to, obviously we're doing a specific thing for Dynamite, but it doesn't mean to say we're not going to catch up with the likes of Lee Jackson and some other big names from around the carp fishing world. We're certainly not. Yeah, we've got a few names and a few people that have been to see us over the course of the last few days, and we're interested to see how they're doing as well. And there's a few other anglers using Dynamite as well, because we had 7 or 8 pairs pre-ordered the Dynamite, which we shipped over for them.
We're going to catch up with Larissa, won't we?
Yeah,
from America.
Larissa bought the Dynamite and quite a few others. So there's a good, probably 15, 20 pairs at least, I think, fishing Dynamite.
Yeah, so this is the proper calm before the storm for us.
Yeah.
The other guys are obviously going mad at the moment. They're getting all their gear out from Bivvy City. What we'll do is we've got a plan to go and see a different pair every day and bring you really in-depth information on what they're doing. So we're going to look at their rigs in and out the water, their baiting techniques, the liquids they're using. If someone's winning like last year, it might be difficult to get it out of them, but we'll definitely see the rigs and the presentation. So you actually see how it performs underwater and the differences, especially between the Europeans and the English angling. So we'll bring you a bit more in depth this year than we have done before. And and obviously fire your questions away through Facebook and Twitter and YouTube, etc. And if they're for a specific angler, let us know. And Darryl will be in front of the camera and I'll be behind it again. You'll be pleased to know, and we'll get all those questions answered, well, certainly the better ones. So we'll try and bring you as much as we can throughout the week and keep it as interesting as possible.
Yep, great. I'll head off now and help the guys pack the rest of the stuff away, and we'll...
I'm going to get this on
meet
YouTube.
Up. Yeah, we'll meet up and we'll start going around the lake.
Yeah, so
ready for the opening.
Yeah, this is the start. We've got a few hours to go, and we'll start with the winners from last year, with the girls, Lizette and Bianca, and see how they're going to approach it. So we'll see you then.
Cool. Cheers.